Chapter 11, Index Number. For this chapter, this is the most easy chapter. We can say the easiest chapter in term 2. You just have to memorize the formula. So we start from the first one, simple relative. Simple price index, and this is the formula. Simple quantity index, this is the formula. P that means price, Q that means quantity. N is the current year, the current things you want to find. And zero is the base year. Okay, so now let's look at an example. The table below gives the number of computers sold by a company from 2000 to 2003. So here are the data. Calculate the quantity relative of sales for 2003, taking 2000 as the base year. So to say quantity, this is the keyword, quantity relative. So you are going to use this formula. And QN, so we see QN is the current quantity, current year quantity. So 1004, 1400. Okay, we put in the above. And then base year 2000, year 2000. So the quantity is 200. So you just put 200 below here, and then times with 100 we get answer. So the same for B, the same for the second one. And you want to find the year 2001, taking 2002 as the base year. So 2001, the quantity, current quantity, you put here above, and then the base year 2002. So you put here, you put below, and then times with 100 you get an answer. Simple average of relative. So here are the formula: simple average of price relatives and simple average of quantity relatives. So it is the same as previous one. For P is price, for Q is quantity, N is the current year you're going to find, small n. The small n is the current year. For 0 is the base year. The big N is the number of the data. That means like number of, for the below example, the number, how many number, type of food. There's 3 type of food. So that means the number will be 3. So let's see the example. The price of 3 type of food A, B, C are given below. So calculate the simple average of price relative. So keyword price relative for year 2003 with year 2002 as the base year. So you just need to sub the number into the formula and you will get the answer. Simple aggregate index, or we call unweighted aggregate index. So there's only one formula for this simple aggregate index. And so the same example, the price of 3 types of food A, B, C are given below. So calculate the simple aggregate price index for the year 2003 over the year 2002 as the base year. So for this, you just have to sub all the number into the formula, and you key into your calculator, you can get the answer. You just have to know how many type is there, like simple relative, simple average of relative, simple aggregate index, and you don't use the wrong formula. You have to memorize very detailed for each formula. Weighted index. Weighted index, here are the formula, and we also have weighted aggregate price index and weighted aggregate quantity index. So there's 2 formula. So calculate. So here are the example, and we have to calculate the weighted aggregate quantity index for week 3 with week 1 as the base week, and using the weights as provided. So W will be the weight. For this, we have to find the quantity. So we look for the quantity of week for week 3. So week 3 is the current week that we are going to find, and base is week 1. So you just have to W times with each XYZ, the stock XYZ. W times with this, the next one time with this, the next one time with this, and then the same goes to the week 1. Week times with the week 1, week times with the week 1. So after that you times 100, you get an answer. weighted average of price relative. We have weighted average of price relative and quantity relative. And the W is, because sometimes they wouldn't give you W, you have to find on your own. You have to use P0 times with Q0. That means the price and the quantity for base year. You have to times them together and you get a value. So here the example, and we use 2000 as base year. So we calculate the weighted average of price relative for the year. So this is price relative. We have to use the first formula. And here are the solution, and there's nothing to explain for this. So because you just have to key into your calculator and you get the answer. SPM's index and partial index. For this, I will show you the example because you just have to memorize the formula. And I'll give you some tips to memorize the formula. Okay, so you can look at last year price index. When the word price, when we find for price index, no matter last year or partial, they will start from P. You can see that, start from P. If quantity, it will start from Q. Above and below will start from Q. Okay. The things you have to remember is like last year price index. It will be Pn. There's only one n, and the rest will be 0. If for quantity, the Qn, it will be Qn, 1n, and the rest will be 0. And then for partial will be the contrast. They will have 3n and only 1 0. So this is the 0, the only 1 0. The only 1 0. For last year, it will be on the top. It will be on the top. On the top. The only difference are on the top. For partial will be below here. So this is how I'm going to remember all this formula. This is the way I use to remember all the formula. And that's all for this chapter, and I hope you learned something from this video.